Welcome to this lesson on Introduction to Blockchain Technology presented by Coding Bootcamps. The Essentials of Cryptocurrencies. Just to review, here is the information about our instructor and what we have learned so far. So in our last lesson, we learned about cryptocurrencies. Before that, we learned about smart contracts and building distributed applications and truffle. Before that, we looked at mining and blockchain networks. And now we're going to talk about cryptocurrency fundamentals. So how are cryptocurrencies defined? So let's think about it for a second. A Bitcoin, Ether, EOS, what is that? Well, digital currency is some kind of a store of value. There are also digital dollars. May sound mysterious, may sound shady. It's not like cryptozoology. There are no secret assets. Cryptocurrencies are currencies that are insured by cryptology. Most cryptocurrencies, if not all of them, are highly divisible, and they are usually peer-to-peer. They're usually transacted peer-to-peer on an open ledger. And again, just like we have earlier, take a look at a blockchain explorer for Bitcoin and for other cryptocurrencies. Now you might say, well, are they all the same? And I believe we introduced the idea in our, I believe we introduced the point in our last lesson that cryptocurrencies all have their own specific use. Something like a Litecoin is highly secure cryptocurrency. So you don't even see you don't even see their addresses. You see nothing about the transactions with a Litecoin. Something like an EOS. Well, what is that for? That gives you the more EOS coins you own, the higher priority your applications are on the EOS network. And with Ether, the more Ether you have, the more you can run or the more you can transact on the Ethereum blockchain. So cryptocurrencies defined, they have three properties. We can all see here. Requires that using an application in order to view, send, or receive money, so you need some type of application. Because these are digital, the application is secured by cryptography, and you have to be able to create and verify the transactions. And we have to be able to understand who owned the currency and who it's been sent to. And there needs to be some form of consensus. Usually, cryptocurrencies are transacted in an open blockchain. And we saw before that blockchains are distributed in nature. So therefore, we need some kind of community consensus to verify that all the ledgers agree. And there are many types of cryptocurrencies. So we all talked, I think we've talked about Monero, we've talked about Ethereum, Bitcoin, Libra we haven't heard too much about lately, but I understand the effort is underway. So each cryptocurrency is accessible on a running blockchain on the internet. The cryptocurrencies offer different features. So they all have their own little niche. And each cryptocurrency application has its own block time, consensus, transaction costs, and so on. Reprising assets. So assets, again, do something for their owners. So consider silver, gold, or other precious metals. They can do something. So the more that they can do, the more valuable the asset becomes. Even a simple table in your garage can do something for you, in the future. So therefore, it has some value connected with it. When an asset can do a lot for their owners, the demand for that asset obviously increases, which increases the price. Cryptocurrencies are valued by what they can do for us or what they can deliver for us in the future. Therefore, the value of cryptocurrencies is set by supply and demand. So this may be some of the true aspects of pure supply and demand left in the world. There, at least in most countries, there's very little to no regulation over cryptocurrencies as far as their value. So we can also, we talked about before, we can tokenize assets as cryptocurrencies. So tokenized assets and cryptocurrencies are not the same thing. Cryptocurrencies on a blockchain are the native token. So transacting in this native token on the blockchain is the most efficient type of money transactions for these blockchains. The native cryptocurrencies are the foundations of the applications that are running on the blockchains. So EOS, Ethereum, the Ether, they are all driving the transactions on their networks. Tokenized assets are created from a standard contract running on a blockchain. And all tokenized assets comply with the methods and attributes of that contract. So if we think about, again, an asset and we want to tokenize it, we have to think about those identifying characteristics or attributes that we can then build into the token that we're building. And the ERC20 is a smart contract. And it's not even a very long smart contract, but it incorporates within it the standards for tokenization. So you can find any asset around your house, around your work. And in theory, you could use ERC20 to tokenize it. I gave the example of a property. So if a property is worth $100,000, we can create 1,000 tokens worth $100 each. And then we then can go about and sell those tokens. So in order to have transactions in cryptocurrencies, the transactors need some form of digital wallets. And all wallets, not that there's a standard, but all wallets function in the same general way. They're a storage for the user's credentials, the ID information for the digital payment system. So your public key and your private key. So digital wallets facilitate spending and receiving the digital currencies and give you ownership and the currency balance. Now, you do not have to store any of your, say, your private key in your digital wallet, may be more convenient, but you can also enter it at the time of transactions. No currencies are ever downloaded to a digital wallet. The wallets, all digital wallets hold identity information that provide access to your public and private keys for the cryptocurrency transactions. There are different forms of digital wallets. So a desktop wallet, like its name, it's stored on a desktop computer. Mobile, so there are apps that run on your smartphone. They tend to be very, very popular because they're very easy to use, very convenient. You can store your private keys online in what they call a web. So you have access, at least on the web, to your private key. You can have a hardware wallet, digital wallet, an offline device that can connect to the internet when needed. So it might be a USB key, it might be a USB device. You can also have a paper digital wallet. It's a printout of your QR code that can be scanned for your wallet information. Hot wallets are always connected to the internet. Cold digital wallets are never connected to the internet. So here's an example here of this looks like a mobile or an app digital wallet. And when you're transacting, when you're ready to receive a payment, the receiving party will provide his or her wallet address, usually through a quick response code. And then you'll enter the recipient's address into the recipient address field. And then so this could have been taken by a scan, and the amount is entered, and we click confirm. If the QR code was scanned by your wallet, that's all that's needed. You just simply need to enter the amount. So your keys are still very long, and they can be very frustrating to enter manually. So that's why QR codes are quite popular. And cryptocurrency exchanges are available just about everywhere online. There are physical exchanges that you can go to. You can even be your own. So Coinbase is a very popular one. So a cryptocurrency exchange is a place where cryptocurrencies are purchased and sold. And the exchanges are regulated differently in the different nations in which they operate. A cryptocurrency wallet is needed to participate on the exchanges. So we just talked about that. We need access to your private and public keys. Cryptocurrency exchanges do not exchange the same list of currencies. So you have to go and look at those exchanges and see what cryptocurrencies are exchanged on that exchange. And cryptocurrency exchanges do charge fees for their services. Each cryptocurrency exchange has its own terms, its own fees, therefore you should investigate. So here's a list of some popular ones. Coinbase, I think still today is the most popular. Kraken, Gemini. You can download apps for all of these. Bittrex, Binance. These all have general good reviews, but good or bad, these lists become dated quite quickly. So make sure that you do your research. I have Coinbase, and I'm perfectly fine with it. It works very well, very easy. A lot of cryptocurrencies out there. So consider how you would set up a cryptocurrency wallet. So this is what we want to do for our exercise. What are some steps? And here in our summary, we talked about some cryptocurrency fundamentals. We talked about the niche for each of the cryptocurrencies. We talked about cryptocurrencies as assets, transacting cryptocurrencies, and cryptocurrency exchanges. Please look through this assessment. And again, for more resources, consult your training materials. And for additional training, again, please consult your training materials. Next, we'll talk about the regulatory structure of the blockchain industry. Thank you.